Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name Norhiloni binti Rahman from class AM110 to A. Today I will present about rigid and flexible constitutions, which one we adopt. So now we go to introduction. What is constitution? Constitution represent a vision of the state expressing its basic value national identity. It also articulates the right of the citizen that institution, procedures or legislation must not infringe and which the state must strive to ensure. It also contains fundamental principles and norms that underlie and guide all government actions. As a supreme or higher law, its provision provide a framework which all regulation, legislation, institution and procedures operate. It organizes the state and designates state power of actors, bodies, and institutions or branches of government. It authorizes government action, assigning certain powers and responsibilities to branches. Constitution also can be defined as the rules, regulation, custom, and convention according to which a country is governed. Rigid constitution. Definition of rigid constitution is a constitution that is difficult or slow to change, usually because of prescribed process of amendment that is detailed and lengthy in execution. The rigid constitution is above the ordinary law and can be changed by a procedure which is different from the procedure of ordinary law, thus making it difficult to change. The constitution of USA, Australia and Switzerland are the best example of a rigid constitution. For example, USA, the American Supreme Court acts as the guardian of the Constitution and has right to declare any law of the Congress null and void. The merit or advantage possess the qualities of stability and performance. A rigid constitution is essentially a written constitution which creation of experienced and learned people. Safeguard legislation violation. No legislation can temper them because they are superior to ordinary law. Protect the right of minority, free from dangers of temporary population passion, and also units of federation feel secure because a federal set up the government essentially for the strength and integration of the federation. Demerit or disadvantages. Procedure of amendment of a rigid constitution is very difficult. It causes problems for the country. It also likely failed to cope with the time and environment because a rigid constitution is not suitable for a progressive nation where changes take place frequently. It also necessary to take quick decisions to deal with such emergencies. People easily approach the judiciary to intervene, and also it may lead to a revolution by people if not inserted changes in the constitution. Now we go to flexible constitution. Flexible constitution is a constitution that may be amended by the ordinary process of legislation and is therefore relatively easy to amend. Constitution there is no distinction between ordinary law and constitutional law because both the laws enacted in the manner and their source is also the same. The constitution may be written or mainly based on agreements. The constitution of written is a classic example of flexible constitution. The powers are divided between the center and the state, as we know that the center has got an upper hand over the state with respect of the power. Merit or advantages. It makes possible the adjustment of the constitution to the changing needs of the society because it can be amended with the same ease and facility with which ordinary laws are altered. Can easily adopt the needs of people with the change of time because of elasticity. It's very useful for developing a country because it is a great expression of its development. It does not hinder progress due to its adaptability. It also represents the historical continuity of the nation's life and incorporate changes within itself. It also can claim to feel the pulse of the public opinion because it represents the mind of the people. Demerits or disadvantages may be changed just to satisfy the people who are in majority ignoring the welfare of the minority. it fails to provide a stable system in administration, which is a result in the poor performance of the government. Procedure of amendment is simple and easy. It is liable to be seriously affected by ever-changing popular passion. It's also not suitable for a federal system because the rights of constituent units are not guaranteed due to flexible nature of the constitution. It also can be changed by following a simple procedure. There is no guarantee that fundamental rights will not be disturbed. Any government can very easily change the provision of the fundamental rights or even may delete it from the constitution. Lastly, conclusion. Rigid and flexible constitution, which one we adopt? Discuss. In my opinion, Malaysia using half rigid and half flexible constitution, but the fact Malaysia practice a written constitution where the parliament derive power from the constitution. Historically, the existence of the constitution was based on a compromise between the different races on several issues such as Malay special right, Bahasa Melayu, Islam and others. The Constitution of the Federation of Malaysia not only provide power to the ruling body but also the citizens through freedom of rights and special right of the Malays. Malaysia have a written constitution such as the Federal Constitution. The Federal Constitution provide the three main organs of the government, that is executive, legislation and judiciary.